Okay, so as life has it, I did a recording for about half an hour and by mistake deleted it also. So I have to restart, but I've been told not to cover the topic. So anyway, it was primarily about the topic was I'll just clock this. I wasted 1 hour since the last time I started this. The time as of now is 11:21. It's Tuesday on the 20th of May 2025. The recording that got deleted, which started at around 10:30. But on checking with the pendulum, I was told not to actually put up that video. Well, it was a mistake from my end. I was uploading yesterday's recording in the evening that I had done and was too tired to carry on with it. So I was uploading it now, and then I have less space on my phone. So I was deleting the old recording so that I have more space. Mistakenly, that recording of 10:30 this morning also got deleted. It was the I'll just say it in black and white. It was about Hafiz Syed. So I had Hafiz Syed's face up because it was in the news today. Something connected with India's news, which I keep checking every now and then to see if there's anything I need to be alert about. So, anyways, photo was put out by some news channel, by some reporter or some newspaper, some internet news. So I asked about him because many times before I got what his name misspelled at least half a dozen times in my reading. So it put me on an alert to ask, is he around? So I put out his photo. The minute I put out his photo and I asked, is he around? Is this the original? I got a no. Second, is the original alive? I got a no. Is the original managed to go away to his realm, however he has earned it? I got a no. Is he a ghost on earth? I got a yes. He's waiting to go to the realm. I got a yes. Though his last rites have not been done. Because nobody knows, because he has a replica for him. But that is not the real Hafiz Syed. So the reason why I do this is not to insult anybody, but just to let anybody who requires the information, because you cannot be the pawn on the chessboard. It is better you are playing from the outside of the chessboard. The confusion is created on the back of the replicas. What do? They stand in for the original who is long gone. When they're standing in for the original, they're confusing people. Instead of being able to find who the culprit is, they confuse the issue. So the reason why we find out who is around and who is not is so that in finding the culprit, you don't get confused by the duplicates. The culprit has not yet been duplicated. The culprit is playing truant, putting everybody else onto the chessboard, including the duplicates, playing from outside of the chessboard. You have to find that culprit. That's the reason why I had to do the exercise, but as life has it, by mistake that thing got deleted. When I checked with the pendulum said, no, don't put it up, let it be. No, don't re-record it. It is not meant to go up. I said, but I'm doing this because the authorities shouldn't, I'm doing this via the pendulum. So the pendulum tells you what it wants to tell you. Then you can decide what you should be focusing on. Keeping a keen eye on the duplicate, but then knowing that if that is a duplicate, then everything on the back of him played by that on outside of the chessboard, as well as him as an actor. What is its real meaning? What is its real value? And how much time you want to spend on it? Whereas the one who's doing the entire show, if you spend at least 70% to 75% of focus on finding the culprit, who will be shape shifting in the place of someone with a good reputation, still holding the reins, finding that culprit is the most important. Okay, so anyway, we'll go ahead and it's pretty sad actually. I'm feeling quite bad because I had recorded it pretty well, but then okay, it had to. Oh, I have to tell you one thing. Yesterday, before going to sleep, I had a very weird experience. Okay, I was about to go to sleep, where out of nowhere I saw Raga's face, which is a small built guy with an uneven face, not the real one that we see at his at his grandmother and his father's funeral. Not that one. He's like chocolatey face with, he looks little Italian. So not him. There's another version that has an uneven face, and he's also small built. I saw him, but then that I don't know what happened. It went into a black figure with flashing green eyes, looking like he's an ET monster. So I was pretty surprised, where did that come from? And at the same time, someone spoke something or sent out some siren or sent out some strange sound in my left ear. So I found that really weird. And then, of course, I said maybe connected with my brain or whatever, because don't forget, I am told that when these guys have gone to Saudi, they have found, I don't know whose file. My file, Cat's file. Cat is not me. Cat is the royal French girl who was holed up for 9 years in Kamote, Bichumbe, that kind of a place, above ground level. There are some people who are underground level, that is at JNPT, Baman Dongri, that is on the other side of the highway, in the same place, within a 1 hour radius from the highway, on the east and the west. So I said maybe that who has gone and got my file sent me this vision. He looks like an ET. He's like a black figure. First we see the normal Raga, who has one version who I say in the first 7-8 years of when BJP was or NDA was elected. There was one version of Raga that looked like Hezbollah, who's a small little midget on the YouTube, and his size is not more than, he's like a dwarf. So Raga used to look like him, except that he's a full grown man. Then that look stopped. Now Raga looks like an Indian. So the Indianized version with an uneven skin is what I saw. Suddenly it popped out of nowhere in like the mind's vision. But what was most surprising from there was a dark black figure comes out, and he got flashing green eyes, and that flashing green eyes is not normal human eyes. It is like infrared or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's like green lights, like a green bulb. Very strange, but very like it's, I don't know how to say what kind of green lights. You can say bright green lights, but flashing from his eyes. So I was very surprised how that happened, and I said maybe someone's gaming and sent me something of that sort, again a miscreant. But it may not be so. It may be the truth about the wiring of that one version of Raga. Got to do with robotics and got to do with I don't know what else. ETs. something of that sort, very technological. Okay. Now what I will do is, since she told me no, don't re-record it, I'm not going to re-record it, but I will just confirm what happened via the pendulum, and also what I saw yesterday about Raga, as well as uh, what Shirdi Sai Baba gave me. I went and I subscribed to a channel which had beautiful Spanish homes. Since they tell me I've got Spanish bloodline, I said, let's see what the culture is. So I was so enamored by their seaside and the homes they are selling and apartments they're selling. But the minute I did that, I did Sai Prashnavali, he told me don't follow bad people. So what he meant in all three issues, I think I'll let the pendulum answer it. Okay? So first I'll take her permission and see if she's willing to discuss it, and then move on. Okay, cutie. You are Snow White? You know my recording got deleted by mistake, the one at 10:30. So I'll have to repeat the question. I hope you're not fed up. You're fed up of me? Okay, thank you. Just keep little patience with me. I'm a little dull. I think I've gone back to being little dull. The dull girl that I used to be when I was, I don't know whether it's my natural way of being a little autistic and dull. So anyway, just have little patience with me. Is Kiran uncle still with you, the real Mr. Kiran Merchant? Okay, so just be little patient with me. I want to know, today I asked you about Hafiz Syed, the recording which got deleted. Are you willing to just discuss what I did with his photo, the earlier recording? So is it true that you confirmed that the real Hafiz Syed is a ghost, still waiting for passage to a realm on the earthly plane? The real Hafiz Syed is in his human form today? Is he in his physical form today? So and does the real Hafiz Syed get audience of Shirdi Sai Baba? That's also what I asked you. But the real Hafiz Syed is a ghost today on the earthly plane, waiting for somebody to do his last rites so that he can get the appropriate passage back to his earned realm. The Hafiz Syed that is around today is a pawn on the chessboard, a replica just to confuse the authorities. Okay, I think that's the only point I'm trying to establish, nothing else. Okay, so that the focus is on catching the culprit who's outside of the chessboard. Better not to be the pawn on the chessboard, better to be also a player on the outside of the chessboard, understanding how so far Dominic has been playing it with his right hand and left hand, using resources of America, Russia, Indian, Pakistan. None of the civilians are involved, very few are involved, but everyone stands to lose on the back of it. Actually, it is the Middle Eastern labor class who have also gotten rid of their royalty way before. Huge amount of coffers of wealth that they have been using belonging to other people, having put in them underground. So they don't care, they've got enough in the Middle East, the labor class. So they don't care when they are using the resources of India as anything, from treasury to Indian army to governance to lots of things, corporates. Same thing with Pakistan, same thing with Russia, same thing with America. They just don't care, and they've got lots of coffers of wealth of other people from the Middle East. That's what makes them strong. Now you have to identify and cut through all the fog as to who is the culprit, how he has played it so cleverly on the chessboard. That person is SRN. But he is not the real SRN. He is Dominic from Norway, Nordic region. He is the key today. He is Elon Musk. The real Elon Musk exited some time ago. his brother Kimball and his sister Tosca are still alive, but they are underground somewhere. Not because they wish to be there, because they are kind of, how do you say when they are put underground? So even when his father Errol has married his stepdaughter, it would have been the work of the duplicate to disrepute the original family. This is what they do. This is exactly what they do. And if at all they would have said anything against the original family with the face of the original, it would be to defame the family, but it is not done by the original, it is done by the duplicate. This is how they function many times. You're just lucky that there is a set pattern. I'm guessing there is a set pattern because the ones who were allowing them and running them, there is somebody who was very strong and strategic. That person is no more. These guys got rid of that person also. So let's just say the wind has changed. The wind has changed. When you're in a boat, you change the sail. So the one who used to guide these guys and probably had the pulse, so he would change the sail. It becomes more difficult to catch him because he's always on the job of hoodwinking you. That job, the ones with the money, but not with, they got strategy, but not the way who they have now sidelined, gotten rid of, not of that caliber. If that guy was still with his brains, it would be difficult to actually see the glitches done by those who don't have the ability. They've only grabbed the money and gotten rid of their cartel, somebody in that cartel who's a strategist, gone and sidelined him also. There are some people who've been called senile. They would be the old timers who were strategists in the criminal cartel. So that is why these gaps are showing. So you are lucky it is showing. Before they actually understand where they are making the mistakes and they start covering it up, you should actually pounce in, jump in to catch, if you can catch, based on these little hints. You understand? My pendulum said that Tosca is alive, Kimball is alive, but both of them are under, don't know, तुम घेराव तो करता रहता है, बोलता रहता है, घेराव means to capture someone or to capture somebody from all sides. So let's just say they've been taken hostage. Like that, there are key players taken hostage underground. Some underground, some above the ground. In different parts of the world, while they were either traveling from one place to another or they were traveling globally. Alright? So that's why I had to address the Hafiz Syed issue also. Now coming down to my experience of Spain yesterday. Tell that Katrina not to talk from the back of my throat. Okay, Cutie Pie, Karsha, Shalina, Cat file name, and Snow White. Who is Cat? Whose file name is Cat? You are Snow White, baby? Okay, Cutie, did I look at some beautiful homes in Spain? Was I getting very happy looking at Spain yesterday and imagining myself happily enjoying on the beaches in the turquoise blue water? Did I subscribe to a channel with some nice homes, beautiful apartments close to the seaside? Did I then habitually go to Sai Prashnavali after it? Did Shirdi Sai Baba tell me don't follow bad people? You'll get what you wish for, but don't follow bad people? Was it because I subscribed to the Spanish homes and I was actually counting my change to see if I can afford it? With great dreams and a light heart? Was Shirdi Sai Baba indicating that Spain is actually Spain and lots of parts of Europe are in the grips of a criminal network? And the only reason the economy seems to be functioning is because a lot of the money in the economy is blood money, stolen money? Do I live in Spain as of today? Do I live in Europe? I'm Jaya. Do I live in Europe today? Have I ever visited Europe in my this lifetime as an adult, or even let's just say after 1 year? Have I ever visited Europe? But have I ever been to Europe? Have I ever been at Europe? I was born in Europe, but did I grow up in Europe? Did I have the fortune of growing up at Europe? I grew up from infancy in India. Did my parents flee from Europe and bring me to India? It's a very important question to ask. Did my parents flee from Europe and come to India to bring me up in India because, okay, they wanted me to grow up with some spiritual knowledge? Is that what happened? Or let's just say the Indian spiritual knowledge of Hinduism? Was I actually kidnapped from my parents in my infancy? Do I speak like Katrina under normal circumstances, Varsha? While I'm left alone without anybody putting voice upon voice, do I speak like Katrina and Katrina Kaif ever? Do I even have the girl's looks? Have they spoilt my looks actually compared to what I ideally should be looking like? Have they done that at least 3 times during my 51 years lifetime? Did it start at a time when I was about 16, 17 years old? Did they also try gene editing me sometime around in the 2000s? So the level of criminal activity comes from Spain itself? Is it the Spanish people who are doing this? It is the Nordic region cartel, Dominic, who has done this. Dominic and Dominic's family is behind this. Dominic and Dominic's family is the reason why I was kidnapped from my actual parents at Spain, routed through France, Paris, and brought to India. So they knew the truth about me. What is Katrina's role in all of this that she has to keep bringing her voice? Is Katrina my sister? Is Katrina a girl? Is there any girl who was exchanged for me, who worked for Katrina as Katrina ever? Why do they bring Katrina's voice over my voice? Do they bring Katrina's voice over my voice from within my body and the back of my throat? Why do they do that? Are you that voice? Did you have that voice when you were shape-shifting for her? But why didn't you ever use that voice with me? Did you ever use that voice with me, Varsha? Or Shalina? Or Snow White? Did you ever use that voice with me? So why are they bringing that voice from the back of my throat? I hope they're going to stop this soon because I got my own voice. I talk the way I talk, and there are people who kind of made fun of me because of my Indian accent when I went to New Zealand, but I can't help it because, well, that's just how I've been brought up. I've gone to a convent school. We have a neutral Indian English that we speak. We're well trained in our English and our education, but we don't have an accent. We just normal neutral English from an Indian perspective. So I'm okay with it. I can't help it. If I was brought here in my infancy, then I'm going to be whatever it is. It's a shame you know the truth. You're going to, listen, 1 minute. There's a day you're going to exit out of the body, criminal. You do your confession now only. Otherwise, if you take all this information with you and don't tell the authorities the truth about what you've done, it's going to be very difficult for you. You understood? No, I'm telling you the truth. You tell the truth or you're going to be in a lot of problem. You can exit anytime. When you exit, you're going to be in a lot of problem. So tell the truth. Tell the truth. Okay, Varsha? And arrange for my cousin Nikhil Advani to come here. You have disrupted everything. You have killed my older cousin brother Umesh Hingorani. You have killed my other older cousin brother Kabir Gupta. You have killed my younger cousin brother Akhil Gupta. You have created so many bloody complications. Yeah, what difference does it make to you? You're sitting and screwing around from far away. Make every other place a bloody battleground. War ground so you can keep grabbing. And use everybody else's resources. Shameless as ever. Using the Indian army, Pakistani army is using somebody else's resources. They don't build armies so that they become workers for a criminal cartel, that also from far away. Sitting and playing chess on the outside of the chessboard. They build armies for a good reason, for honest, proper, and nobody actually wants to destroy anything if you ask the civilians. The army is part of the civilian network. Or rather, they first civilians, then they become army people. They don't want to waste it. What is it? Varsha? The Middle East has done some under the sand dunes, some heavy kind of, I don't know, facility where they'll run in case a war breaks out in the world. Have they created facilities under the sand dunes where they run? Any royalties involved in this? Any Middle Eastern, the original royalties involved in any of this? All this clever thinking is the labor class that has worked in the Middle East? Yesterday when I went to Qatar, I saw that they have blast proof, little blast proof, little, like how you have the mobile vans. It is blast proof, imprented, penetratable. It is above ground level. It looks like a mobile van, like container. So those things you have done under the ground. दुनिया का रेफरी तू करेगा. You will referee the world from far away. And people won't know whether they are coming and going. You are in a place where you can hide underground. Everybody else will be fighting with each other, not knowing that you are pulling the strings from a place that most people will not look at. Why? Because they are supposed to have kings, but those kings are no more. Or they are underground. Yes, who has placed the duplicates over there is nobody but that Nordic region ka Dominic, who's shape-shifting for Elon. Him and his criminal network. Using all the laborers. He has done this worldwide. Moving forward, Varsha, is it okay that I discussed what I'm supposed to discuss? I don't know from where it came from. About what we saw yesterday in Qatar. the mobile vans, which they said is what, non-blastable or God only knows, something that it is non-destructible, but that if they've done some kind of uh, they play with things around the world, mess with communication, create all the misunderstandings on the back of the clones, misdirect pretty much everybody. They're like mischief mongers with very poor IQ, EQ levels, greed at a very high level. So if the other countries go to war, these guys like little mice will run into the underground whatever facility they've created. सैंड ड्यून्स के अंदर अगर तू कुछ ब्लास्ट करेगा, क्या ब्लास्ट होगा? दे आर यूज्ड टू सैंड स्टॉर्म्स. लेकिन अंडरग्राउंड अगर उन लोगों को कोई फैसिलिटी है या जहाँ कहाँ पे इन्होंने किया है अबव द ग्राउंड नॉन ब्लास्टेबल कुछ है, तो they'll तो run like mice. You'll on the back of whatever sets off also find out the sand catches the gas and the poison, or it becomes a sheath which keeps away the poison. He's going to use poison. That synagogue blast Kasab time is the old memories of Nazi versus the Jew. Hitler is definitely reborn. He is also responsible for Bombay's Kasab attack. What he has against Taj Mahal and Ratan Tata or the Tatas, I don't know what is it. Why he has something against them. He has something against the Deccan Queen and this Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus, but not so much about Chhatrapati Shivaji as much as Victoria terminus and Leopold. Dominic knew Nikhil Advani, my cousin. Nikhil Advani's friendship was not so much with the real Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, who died when he was in college sometime. His girlfriend really was Cookie. Other than Cookie, I don't think he was involved with anybody because he lost his life in his college years. Nikhil Advani has crossed paths with Dominic in which form? But Nikhil Advani's friendship with Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj is the Dominic version of it. The one who called him a pretty boy and also calls himself a fair weather friend. After 1987, whoever Nikhil had a friendship with or had any kind of a relationship with, it was Dominic's doing. Today he is Elon, but he's also been SRL. That needs to be found out, it needs to be understood properly. Okay, that is after what happened where whoever was playing Mrs. Ritu Malia, whoever the lady be, 1987, shown to me in my deep sleep that she is under the bed at the headboard. There is a man outside of the footboard who is chasing her to kill her. But 3 people or 4 people rush in from the main door and hit him. What they do on the back of it with the lady who's under the bed at the headboard area, I didn't see that. You need to find out what happened because 1987 is a very important year for the Advani family. On the back of it, there are so many things we have lost. Not only us in India, but a Spanish family also. It's true. So that 88, 89, 90 are very key years for lots of things that went wrong. Played by that cartel criminal who knows what he has done, what he has plugged in India also, and what he has plugged in Europe also. Played everybody to the core. So, most people who are not part of this or who are not wise about it but were wondering where this is happening from. Since now there is something that you can wisen up about, do not be the pawn on the chessboard Please get yourself outside of the chessboard. Your opponent is outside the chessboard. He plays you. So he's always out, you're always in. You need to get yourself out to play chess with him as an opponent. Not to be played with, but to play him. Okay. Are you with me? File name cat, we started little late, right? But anyway, I say whatever happens, happens for the best. So I'm not going to sit and cry and crib. Did I have a strange vision yesterday when I was sleeping? I was not sleeping, I was about to fall off to sleep. Where out of nowhere, I saw one version of Raga flash with his fair face. But you can say a face that is, skin is uneven. Right? It is not an even skin or like a baby face which is puffy and you know how the young guy, when he's gone to his grandmom's funeral, Mrs. Indira Gandhi's funeral, and then to Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's funeral. So that boy has like a translucent face. It's a sweet face. It's kind of babyish. It looks little Italian, little foreign, with a little infusion of Indian. But okay, just a normal guy. The face I see yesterday is not that face. It is slightly uneven skin. It is not Hezbollah skin for sure. Did I see Hezbollah yesterday? I feel I saw that version of Raga who is little Indian. It is a clear face man mixed with a man whose skin is very uneven. It's a combination of two people. Does it have anything to do with what I saw in that household, which seemed like an old structure in Bombay, seemed like a Gujarati Marwadi household, a middle class home, where a very sweet man is sitting in his chair handling a baby, and there's another baby who's about 3 years old learning to walk around or kind of walking around. The man is handling the infant, and suddenly his face changes into a very uneven skin. But that uneven skin I have only seen on Tony Fernandez, who's a very dark skinned guy. So that face is bleached to be white, but the uneven skin is Tony Fernandez's dark face skin. That's the only face I have actually seen a very uneven skin on. Koshi auntie says that when she was young, she had chicken pox or smallpox, so she also had uneven skin. And then she sandpapered it twice before she got married to Subhash uncle when she was about 19-20 years old. Then there was one more lady, I don't know if her name was Shakuntala or Hira, I can't remember. She used to hit us for a bath and Mama fired her. She's the other one who had deep pits in the face. One more person who has deep pits in her face is Pramila at some point in time, as well as Aradhana, RD. Now, Raga is who is my question. Who did I see yesterday? Am I supposed to really spend time on this, what was sent to me? Is it important? Okay, it is important. Can I ignore it? What was sent to me yesterday, can I ignore it? Okay, anyway, I need to explain. She says I'm not to ignore it at all. It is important information. So, let me explain to you what exactly happened. I was going off to sleep and I don't know, I was drifting. I told you I was so tired that I did not upload the video that I did yesterday, and that was also pretty important. But I was too knackered out, so I just let it be. And so I would have been kind of drowsy, and again, not, kind of here, but kind of in my own world. Now I'm drowsy, I want to sleep, my body also is hurting. So I'm going to sleep. Suddenly we see this Raga, some I don't know, that his face as a human being is flashed in front of me out of nowhere, and I gave the description of which version of him. But what came out from him was a black figure with flashing green eyes. But the green eyes are green bulbs. It's like how we have our Diwali lights. So, you know the Diwali lights that we have of a great voltage. If you say we get blue lights, white lights, yellow lights, you get green lights also. So, I'm telling you, it felt like I have I don't know, some kind of a structure, and in that structure there are holes, and in that hole the green light is flashing out from the back of it. So I was really surprised, and I said, I'm not sure because it's so quick, so I don't know what to catch. But at the same time, someone did a sound in my left ear, and it sounded like a siren, or it sounded like nobody spoke anything rude to me. Nobody did that. But somebody made some sound, and it was simultaneously to the black figure having flashing green eyes. So the flashing green eyes is when they did the siren sound, and it happened so quickly that I didn't know which part to catch. But luckily, the human form of that raga, I was able to identify which version. I was lucky to get that. But from that human form of raga comes a black figure. Okay, a black figure with flashing green eyes from the eyes, and I don't know if those flashing green eyes in that split second moved, and on that was a siren. But that's what I experienced while wanting to go to sleep, and literally about to go to sleep in my own world. Nothing. I'm about to go to sleep, where this thing jolted me out of my sleep. So I got up, and I said, where did that happen from? How did that happen? And then, because I sleep, under my covers, a thick blanket or a thick duvet. A thick white duvet is what I sleep under. So there is no figures on it. It is just a white duvet with white pillows, white bed sheet. Everything is white in my bedroom. So I was wondering how that happened, but then the lights are out. My phone also had switched off. So there was no phone also. The phone also was switched off. So I was literally going to sleep. And then I saw my own body under the white covers. And I said, hey, 1 minute. What I saw of Raga coming out from Raga's normal human face or human body form is looking little like I'm looking like a cutout under these white covers, but there is no reflection of anything because it's only a white duvet and everything is plain. Everything is just white. So, well, I'm looking like a black cutout, and if not a black cutout, but I'm looking like a grey cutout, right? A grey form under those covers. So that what came out of Raga's human form was greyish black, and then these flashing green eyes from it. How did that happen? She's saying I must not ignore it, and more importantly, the siren that went off with his eyes, green flashing eyes with some movement. I have a feeling on it, but simultaneous to the movement of the eye, the two green eyes, is the siren or some kind of sound. Okay, and no, it wasn't from my right side of my body, it was from my left ear, I feel, or left eye, I don't know, from the left side of my body. And no insulting, nothing. It was just a siren sound or some kind of a sound. Okay. Now, Varsha, since I have said that, I don't know what to make out of it. Was it my imagination? Was this image sent to me, or was this little reel or little clip sent to me on purpose? How do I know what to do with the experience? Should I just record it and leave it? Is it a mischief monger that sent it to me? Was this clip sent to me by a mischief monger? Or somebody who is a mischief monger? Are you telling me what was sent in this little clip to me about Raga and the cutout and the green eyes? There's a hidden message in it? You want me to ask about Raga's nationality? The reality of Raga's nationality, this version of Raga, his nationality? That's what you were trying to do? Is that all you were trying to do? There's much more to it. First and foremost, is he the real Indira Gandhi's real grandson? This boy that I saw yesterday, is he the real grandson of Indira Gandhi? Is he the real grandson of Sonia Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi? Is he the real son of Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi? But why does he look like his young days? He looks different from his young days. Is it the ET of the real Rajiv Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi's son, that is put upon somebody else that I saw yesterday, Varsha? The real son of Sonia Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi, is he in his physical form? Has he left his physical form? Is he underground somewhere by force? Like Cyrus Mistry? Are they trying to convert him into an ET? Or infuse him with technology? Is that what you were trying to say? The guy who's being him today out in society wears his ET to be him? Is that what you're trying to say? The guy who's wearing his ET who you showed me yesterday, can you tell me what is his actual birth DNA and his nationality and which country he actually comes from? Do you want to do that? So do we have to check again the Middle East? You want to give me the location of where Rahul Gandhi, the real son of Sonia Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi and real grandson, DNA related grandson with no editing by birth of Indira Gandhi. You want to give me his location? You want me to ask about his location? That's what you want. Varsha, if I can ask you, Varsha Cutie, if I can ask you, Rahul Gandhi is held hostage, you say, at a facility. We're talking, when I say Rahul Gandhi, I mean the DNA related by birth to Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. Okay, so when I say Rahul Gandhi, I am discussing who was naturally born with the DNA at birth of Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, and Sonia Gandhi. I'm talking about him. When I say Raga, it is the duplicate. Now, Raga is the son of Sonia Gandhi Varsha. Am I talking about the original? When I use the word Rahul Gandhi, is that the original? Okay. So she understands, means we have got it clear that she's very intelligent. She's far more intelligent than I am. But she's understood that I mean Rahul Gandhi, DNA related by birth, born to Sonia Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi, and grandson of Indira Gandhi at birth. Raga is a duplicate. What I do want to ask you, Varsha, if Rahul Gandhi is in a facility, is he above the ground level? Now, if he is, now would you say he is there by free will? Do we say he has been taken hostage? Do we say he is unconscious and being experimented on? So are you saying he's kind of clinically dead? Or he's like a vegetable somewhere? With, they're trying to experiment, trying to make him the human, converting him to be robotic as of now? Is that what you were trying to say? Are you willing to give me the location where he can be found at? Is he within India? He's holed up within India. Am I also supposed to end up this way? Am I, the holder of the pendulum with Spanish bloodline, supposed to end up this way? His mother Sonia Gandhi is aware of what has happened with her real son. She is also part of the experiment. She is also unconscious somewhere, trying to make her a robot. This is the work of the actual Indians? Do the actual Indians have a hand in this? Is it the work of the labor class of the Middle East who has a hand in this? Now, are these people beyond repair? Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, tomorrow if they are pulled out from whichever facility they're at, are they beyond repair for normal life? So if they are found, they can come back to normal life going forward? They can go back to living a normal human life or the human experience till they are supposed to be here. Okay, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. Is Priyanka Gandhi also in the facility with them? Or Priyanka Vadra? So Priyanka Gandhi is been left aside. Is she still in her human form? Physical form? She is with her husband and children in Delhi or wherever, but she's in her human form. Has she been geared out? Has she been put into a facility? Okay, now if I have to ask you, what is the location within India itself? Is it South India somewhere? The real Rahul Gandhi and the real Sonia Gandhi are in a facility in South India. Are you sure that the real Rahul Gandhi and the real Sonia Gandhi are in a facility in South India? Are they in a facility where Siddharth is also at? CCD, Siddharth married to Vicky. The knowledge is he committed suicide. Is Siddharth in a facility too? He's under the ground, or he's under the ground? He's still in his human form. Vicky's husband. Is he in the same place where Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are at? Now in South India, first is Karnataka, where I live at. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi are in Karnataka. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi are in Andhra Pradesh. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi are in Tamil Nadu. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi are in that Kerala. They're a facility of Kerala. Let's hope no connection with Amritanandamayi Mata's ashram. So she also has her hospitals, but I don't see why she should indulge in all of this. Are you saying Amritanandamayi Mata's ashram is being used as a facility? The facility where they're at is a legal one for all this experiment on them? It is done by what? Are there any party members that are aware of what this is all about? It is a communist party that's behind it. They are related to Kira in any way, who's going to be Trump in America today. He does their work for them. Kira is the stand-in at some point in time for Kiran Merchant, who is dead. Mr. Kiran Merchant is with you as of now. Yesterday I asked you if the dead Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, who passed away during his college days or towards the end of his college, if he's with you, you said yes. Is he there with you now? The Sindhi Baiband boy? Did I ever marry the Sindhi Baiband boy? In short, my marriage was to a dead man, if we have to take the identity and the marriage certificate and then the divorce certificate, I got married to a dead man and I got divorced from a dead man. The man standing in for the dead man was Dominic. But on that identity again they churned many people to play that one role. 10 people. Ten men, 11 men, anyway, is the real SRL with you right now? Sanjeev, Nikhil's friend from Bishop Cotton, he's with you. Praveen's brother. So his girlfriend Cookie, who we saw him making out with outside his father's shop at Barton Center when I was still in school, that was the real Sanjeev making out with Cookie. Dominic replaced him. For some time before he got a better thing somewhere else. Okay, going back to Rahul Gandhi, he's in Kerala, you say. But where in Kerala? How do we find out where in Kerala? You're saying it's an illegal operation? And you're saying some people in the Communist Party of Kerala are aware of it? NDA people, anyone is aware of it? The shapeshifters pretending to be Hindu and Indian but with the Middle Eastern bloodline. Them. Mr. Arun Jaitley is fully aware of it. Mr. Yogi is aware of it. Mr. Amit Shah is Indian bloodline, Varsha? Is he a Hindu Indian? Gujarati Mr. Amit Shah. The Motabai. He is also not Indian bloodline. He is Hindu. Okay, Sonia Gandhi is from Middle East. She's Middle Eastern bloodline. Okay. Give me a minute, because you know what I will do? I'll have to get the map of Kerala on the screen. Then this pendulum will do its work. Then instead of wasting your time, I'll go cut the chase. I'll do it off. I'll find out off camera. Then when I get back on camera, then I will see. I'll show you. Okay, I've got the map up here of Kerala. So I thought I'll just go and do this real time. Okay. So is Rahul Gandhi, Varsha, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi are at the same facility? Okay, so is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at Thiruvananthapuram? Are they at a facility at Thiruvananthapuram? Are they at a facility at Wayanad? Is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at a facility in Kozhikode? Is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at a facility at Kasargod? Is Rahul Gandhi and are they at Palakkad? Is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at a facility in Palakkad? Palakkad. But Palakkad is the place that Ankur Patodia said he comes from. That and Palghar. Okay, we'll still check if anywhere else you want to say. Idukki. Is Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at Idukki? Is he at Kottayam? Is he at Thrissur? Is he at Ernakulam? Is he at Malapuram? Malapuram? Is he at Kollam? Is he at Alappuzha? Is he at Ernakulam? Is he at Palakkad? Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at Palakkad? In a facility at Palakkad? Is it easily findable? Is it more easily? Did they volunteer to do this? Would you say they are held captive over there against their will? They are held captive over there against their will? So the place is Palakkad. The best part about Palakkad is Ankur Patodia, who I met. He says his hometown is Palakkad and Palghar. These two places. So how you want to deal with this situation? You decide you want India to be a communist nation, that also with so much foul play, so much manipulation, so much lies. Why you need to manipulate and lie so much if your bloody great grand schemes are so viable and so good for the people? Why you have to hold the Bhagavad Gita when you are from the Middle East? You have fooled people in India. Why you need to do such horrendous acts of deception, manipulation, deceit to grab what you want? How come you don't get it the straight way? Answer no. Don't play stupid sounds in my body. It's making you very foolish. Okay, so this is the Palakkad map. As you can see, there's a Palakkad fort. It's a very green area actually. Okay, this is one part of Palakkad. I'll take out more of it, I think, when I close this video and add the map to the end. But this is what's available on the internet. There's a Palakkad city also. There's an Anamudi mountain over here, but what is interesting? Okay, what is interesting is Munnar is a place that Kiran uncle Munnar really likes. So this is also important. It's called Anamudi. We're still looking at the map of Palakkad, Palghat. So it's a very green area actually. I don't know how it is easily findable. I'm not sure. Some Nilgiri mountain range. With all these places around. Palghat Gap. This must be an important place. The very fact he has marked it in red. So this is Palghat Pass. But what is interesting, what suddenly went off in my head, this is Kerala. Your Mr. Elon Musk, one version is Musk Melon. Musk Melon is got to do with the Malayalis only. Elon Musk Melon is friends with Kira, who is shape shifting for Mr. Trump. Both are from this land only. That Marxist book you saw, Grimes bring to notice, got to do with this only, the communist movement. If you ask anyone, communism, the party of Kerala is which one? It's the communist movement, communist party. If you ask anyone in the olden days, most people to the Middle East went from where? They will tell you from the state of Kerala. The handshake has happened in those days through these people only. They went there not for high positions as the labor class only. From India to the Middle East. Whether it was Bahrain, Kuwait, Dubai, God only knows. Wherever work is available. Yes. Trying to understand the landscape of it to figure out where above ground level, easy to find, though I don't find this an easy landscape. The reading says that it is not a legal, it's not a legal operation, it's an illegal operation. All this is Palakkad or Palghat Pass. Pal also we keep getting Pal, PayPal. So maybe my reading is trying to say it's the Palghat Pass, Palakkad. But I keep thinking about Elon's setup and PayPal connected with him. Yes, that's another one. So I don't know why they are showing the Bharata Puja River. So there's one version of you who doesn't like to call in. I say Bharat is a nice name for India. I prefer it to India. But I like India also क्योंकि अंदर से जो दिया lit होता है, it connects with the spirit world in the higher realms because that's what's being lit, which a diya generally is, not a बुझा हुआ दिया. Yet you called it something. The NDA on the back of Raga gave India block, right? So inside का दिया को तुमको block करना है, which is an absolute no. All right. In Bharat there is RAT. So compared to inside का जो दिया, the lamp that is lit from within, connected with those realms that are lit, India is a nice name actually. You don't need to block it. Don't block the hard work done by people. And when you want something, ask people's opinion. You have to take, this is a democracy, we're not a communist nation. And when you are forcing issues where everything we're getting connected with the Middle East, you as a state have people in the olden days that go to the Middle East. I've given you how many connects there are. Your people, whether it is Kira for Trump or Musk Melon for Elon, you have fooled the world and you are only yeast, manipulation, deceit, stealing on the back of lies. It's not okay. Okay, beautiful place, but then nobody should be holed up against their will or then be put into a experiment without them actually signing up for it. So what kind of human rights are you people talking about? They know about it. Aryan Cow Pass. All this is that Pala card. I don't know if it all is Pala card, but anyway, let's see. Kanyakumari and all is very low. That is not part of Pala card. So I don't know why they are showing you Pala card. So I don't know how you can find people easily. I'm not sure. So you can see traffic is not very heavy traffic. There is a city view. So there is a city, a Palakkad city. So this is a little bit of the city. A little bit of the city view. Okay, Barsha, are you here with me? File name cat. The real Mrs. Shalina Hundalani. A ghost right now. Ghost because you're hiding out in a body somewhere on earth. Ghost because you are in a body of somebody else wearing somebody else's ET somewhere on earth or somewhere in space, orbiting in space. Ghost because you are formless and spirit, having left your human form of this birth. Yet you are that human form of this birth. That was my sister who went to Fort Convent with me. 1975 is when you are born. Your French blue bloodline. Okay. What I want to know about, I finished with the Pala card, whatever little I could do. But the point is, what I'm trying to understand with you is, I wanted to know about Priyanka Gandhi. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's son, Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi's daughter, Priyanka Gandhi. She's married to Vadra. She's produced some children. Now my question is, the man she's married to legally, is she with him as Mr. Vadra? Is he hanging around her, the man who's hanging around her now? And not right now, but with who is Mr. Vadra? The Vadra that she lives with today. Is he the legal man she got married to? Who she legally got married to in her earlier years? In short, they have left her alone as they generally do, but they've gotten rid of her husband also, the man she was legally married to, and put allegations about him having criminal connections and grabbing land. Is that because they know who he really is, his true identity? They've done this in many families. They've left 1, 2, 2 people, dispersed many people, and plugged in lots of replicas everywhere. It suddenly went off. Okay, Priyanka Gandhi is alive, but she is a lone woman. Her real brother is in a facility. Her real mother is in a facility. So what about her husband? Because she'll always turn to her husband to ask for some kind of support or to help sort the issue. But if the husband only has been removed or replaced, well, then she is not supported the way she would be had the originals been around her. So is this what has happened with her? We're talking about Priyanka Gandhi. So Mr. Robert Vadra is still Mr. Robert Vadra, who she got married to legally in her younger days. That Mr. Robert Vadra is in his physical human form today. Okay, Sonia Gandhi is in her physical form today. Rahul Gandhi, who is the DNA related, born with the DNA of Rajiv Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and Indira Gandhi. He is in his human form still today, physical form still today. Mr. Robert Vadra, who Mrs. Priyanka Gandhi got married to or Priyanka Vadra, she was Priyanka Gandhi when she got married to Mr. Robert Vadra. Her husband is in his physical form today. Mr. Robert Vadra, according to you, died out of natural causes. Mr. Robert Vadra was murdered eventually or murdered directly. Mr. Robert Vadra has a replica in place of the original Mr. Robert Vadra, pretending to be spouse of Mrs. Priyanka Vadra. Mrs. Priyanka Vadra has left her human physical form in this lifetime. The one who was born to Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi with the DNA of Rajiv Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and Indira Gandhi at birth, by birth. Has she left her human form? Is she in a facility somewhere? She's still in Delhi and with her children, or whoever is of her children still around. I'm going to close this over here. Okay, I think I have established whatever, because this is what was sent to me yesterday. I couldn't understand what I can do with it. So this is what she wanted to bring out. So I've done it in this little manner. My job is to ask questions because of what is sent to me. I can't do more than that. Okay. And I will take permission to come out of the session. So let me steady the camera. Varsha, Cutie Pie, I want to thank you for everything, for giving me all the guidance you've given me. I will make the pizza for you this evening or tomorrow, and I want you to now relax because I'm going to have lunch. Are you okay with me closing the session at this point in time? You're satisfied with whatever I've done so far? At least the direction of what you were trying to bring my way? Okay, so I'm going to close this over here. You relax, I'll also be relaxing for the afternoon. Okay, sweetie, you're not going to relax? You're going to be going somewhere else to get something done? You guys are working from spirit? No? You want me to come back and do a session after I have finished eating? You want me to return to this board after I finish eating? But I become very sleepy after I eat. Okay, I'll come back to the board. No problem. You're getting worried or what? You don't worry. I can feel that you're feeling a little worried. Don't worry. Is it okay if I put out this reading? You want this reading to be aired irrespective? Okay, so I will be preparing to upload it. Okay, and you don't worry. Okay, so anyway, I'm going for lunch now. So we will clock the timing when I get out of this reading. I'm clocking the timing when I'm getting out of this reading. It is 20th of May 2025, Tuesday. It is 13:12 lunchtime. Okay. When you kidnap someone from their hometown, maybe I could have, in a more rightful, legal manner, done a lot more productive stuff. You can't kidnap me and then call me names. You return whatever you've taken from me and also how you've leveraged my passport and what all you've done with it. You need to give answers for it. And stop talking nonsense in my home. Understood? You understood? You're good at destroying things. You don't have the ability to actually make anything. Bloody fast, manipulative, deceptive force of nonsense. I'm going to close this.